Why, hello there. Welcome back to my daily long play stream. This is why I do a playthrough of my current game for a couple hours a day, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from Wednesday through Sunday. I'm back playing God of War on the PlayStation 2 with help from the RetroTink4k. And yeah, hopefully, if things go according to plan, things go right, this will be my last stream of this here game today, and hopefully on Wednesday I'll be able to start up my next game. Before you ask, no, I don't know what that's going to be yet, but hopefully I'll be able to figure that out at some point. I'm going to pop in my save file here and pick up where I left off. I'm in Hades, the underworld, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, we're trying to make our way back up so we can take out Ares. We may have to fight Hades as well. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. But I can say that I did manage to look up, well, I tried to look up anyway, some information about, get this on here. Some information about the, this number here. Apparently it is meaningless. It doesn't actually matter. That's just another way of counting how many, orbs you have. Every number there represents 300 orbs, so the amount of orbs I have is roughly 44 times 300. My weapons are not getting any more powerful simply by having more orbs on hand. So yeah, that tells me that there really is no good reason for me to be hoarding this, because I'm getting no benefits. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see if I can spend some money, spend some of this to upgrade. I've came to the conclusion that this is probably the best one for me to upgrade, so I'm going to do that. I don't know if I'll be able to max it out, but I might be able to. I need 10,000 more to level it up again. Now, unfortunately, I do not have that much, but I know a place where I can get it. Maybe. Maybe not. That's why I saved it before I attempted this nonsense. You know what? Never mind. That's a bad idea. Doing that while running towards the camera is not good. Alright, let's grab some mana here. Chances are I'll probably get more probably should have waited. Chances are I'll probably get enough red orbs between now and when I get to this next boss fight. Actually, I probably should have used the Poseidon thing on those guys. Yeah, I am not doing this in a very efficient manner, but whatever. I may have to take those guys out. That may have been a waste. Yeah, there's no way of knowing if that's actually gonna work or not. Really? More of these jerks? Great, now I'm gonna need both health and mana. Yeah, this is not great. Is that all of them? I hope so. Nope. Wow. At least this gives me an opportunity to do this more efficiently. Gotta look on the bright side, I guess. Yeah, I know. I still have the ult. I'd rather, or the, what do you call it, the rage mode. I'd rather wait until I have, like, a boss fight or something. Alright. That was better, I think. And I can just turn the other one into health when I get through this nonsense. Okay, how come that didn't work? Dag, man. Stupid game. Made me waste it. It was interrupted. That's never happened before, I don't think. Okay, come on, game. How could you hit me like that? I was dodging. Nope. Why is my character refusing to do what I want? Jump up there and attack this guy. Hopefully this is forcing me to get good at this game. That's clearly what I need. Okay, why? nice that sometimes these guys drop some health, especially these big ones. Okay, these guys are normal. They need to stop. Yes, I need to get some health. That's more important. Aren't I taking out any of these archers? Okay, what? Yeah, this is not fun. You let me try something here. Gonna load up from the save file I created. I don't know why it defaults to new game whenever you get to this screen here. Okay. Seriously? How are they able to hit me from that far away? Okay. Why? Yeah, I don't understand why this game won't let you have any camera control at all. Because, like, seriously? There's no reason why I couldn't adjust the camera. How can these guys be so accurate from that far away? I don't understand it. Yeah, stop it. How am I taking more damage than I did last time? Yeah, this is not a fun stream. It won't let me do it. It will not let me make that jump. I can't get a shot off. These morons are being annoying. Stop it! Dagnammit! Yeah, it's literally impossible to do what I'm trying to do. No, I will not ever switch to the easy mode. I wish I could get the game to stop asking me that. No. When they hit you when you're charging up, you still end up using the mana. Even if they interrupt your attack. Yeah, I'm not really in any better position than I was last time. So that was a waste. I'm dodging out of the way, game. Gonna keep doing this if I can. That gave me a tiny bit of health, I guess. Alright, one more platform to go, I hope. Ah, dagnammit. Why do these guys keep spawning? That's annoying and unnecessary. That seems pretty effective at the end. A knockback attack. A pretty wide area of effect. Yeah, I should do that more often. Finally, That was not fun. At all. Wow. I hope the game checkpointed me. You've got to be kidding me. This is not cool. Okay, I jumped up, and yet my character jumped sideways for some reason. As soon as you get hit, you immediately let go. So it's like, you gotta do this entire thing without getting hit. You also get hit multiple times on the way down. Okay. I don't like this. I don't like this puzzle at all. It seems pointless. Okay, seriously, game, stop this. Let me skip this. Okay, I did not hit that. The game is cheating now. It is literally cheating. Remember that health I got from this box? Yeah, it's more than half gone already. Okay. I don't understand this. What was I supposed to do there? How tall is this stupid thing? Can I Medusa it or something? Nope. Well, I sure hope I didn't need that mana, because I'm out now. Okay, come on, game. I just fell through the environment. At least it checkpoints me here, as I was about to say. If it doesn't, I may have to just quit this game, because that's stupid. Or I probably would have used a cheat code or something. That would have been justified in doing, by the way, because this game is cheating. Unfortunately, this thing is laid out in such a way that you can't just take your time here. Wow. Yeah, I sure hope you had some health at the end of all of that. Because if you don't, here's some jerks that will kill you. But at least I got some mana. Let me take a look. Do I have enough to get this thing? Yes, I do. Alright. Let's get it then. I don't know if this is going to be the last upgrade I need for this to max it out, but we'll find out. Now, I wonder if it would have been better if I used the rage mode near the beginning of that previous fight. And look, maximum. Because then I would have recouped a whole bunch of it by now. I don't know. It's unfortunate that I'm not really good enough at these combos to make use of a lot of this stuff. Even with a relatively simplistic game like this. Where's Hades things? Guess it doesn't give you any new moves, it just makes your demons more powerful. Alright. Hopefully the game will give me a save point. Another one, great. For some reason, my character jumped to the side, even though I very clearly want him to jump up. You think it's going to checkpoint me here or at the bottom of the previous one? Okay. I have no way of knowing when the game's going to do that, because it's like it doesn't give me the ability to control the camera, so I can't look up and say, oh, now's a good time to climb. Okay, the hitboxes in these things are insane. It's like I barely touch one of them and I immediately fall all the way back down. There's no chance of recovery. You just flop like a fish to the ground, and it's annoying. Look at that. There's nothing I could do there. Yeah, I'm low on health. Maybe I should keep this in reserve for more health. I might need it. No. Yeah, I have to do that thing all over again. I'm going to wait till I get to the top of this thing before I upgrade that thing again. Oh, crap. Sorry about that, folks. That is just beyond stupid. But, hey, save point. I'll take that. And remember, lowering the difficulty would not help in that situation because it only affects combat, not puzzles. For the most part, it's not the combat in this game that's difficult. It's puzzles like that. Do you think it's going to give me another one of those? I'm going to save this. Anything over here? No. Alright. I just realized I probably won't be back through. I probably won't be able to come back here. I've already seen how trying to jump on these platforms towards the camera when you can't see the platform that you're trying to jump to is basically fatal. Yeah, I couldn't make that jump. Oh, these guys, huh? Problem is they can interrupt your attack. Gotta basically do that. What? Get out of here, jerks. For how small and scrawny these guys are, they take a lot of damage to take down. I mean, it made sense for those giant creatures I was fighting earlier, but it doesn't make sense for this. Not really. Oh, wow, this is another endurance fight, I guess. Maybe by the end... Oops. Maybe by the end of this, I'll have a fully charged rage meter. Can we not be surrounded by these jerks? Oh, they gave me some health. That's good. Oh, it's just more of these guys. It's not even really worth using Rage for Poseidon if it's only just these two guys every time. Then it's just, oh. Look, there's a thing over there. I should remember that. Might be a thing on the other platform, too. I'm gaining sufficient health to keep me alive, so that's good. I have more health now than I did earlier. Well, that's a good sign. I don't know if that's sign me getting better at this fight or just being fortunate. Either way, I'll take it. One thing I don't want to do is fall off the notch. We can all agree that would not be good. I'd be gaining rage meter faster if I could keep from getting hit, and that way I'd be getting bigger combos and such. Bigger combos means faster rage meter build up. They have like a continuous stream of attacks they can pull out. slightly easier when they pop up one at a time. That way I can focus on one. Well, I didn't end up using any mana there. Try not to fall off here. For some reason I'm getting really paranoid that that's going to happen. Of course, accident. We fire off a thing like a moron. No, I'm not going to go back and get that. I was trying, I think I was going to use this, but nope. So I'm thinking, now that I have the, this thing maxed out, what, if anything, should I focus on next? Maybe the electricity? The lightning bolts? I do sometimes use it. Supercharge attack, stronger attack. Yeah. It's, charge this one up again. Why not? Maybe I should be charging up the bigger sword, but eh, that is yet to be useful, even a little bit. Ah, it's maxed out. Cool. So I now have 4 things that are maxed out. Zeus's Fury, Army of Hades, Blades of Chaos, and Poseidon's Rage. All that's left is Medusa's Gaze and Blade of Artemis? I don't know. Here's hoping for a save point. Instead, we get a cutscene. Sludgy bit at the end of the coffee. Because I use a gold filter, which means it's not, basically not filtered at all when I make my cold brew, cold coffee. But yeah, so since I don't have work today, I'm going to try to make it a point to beat this game today. I don't see why I can't. Hey look, I'm all the way back in Athens.
Kratos, and not a moment too soon. I only finished digging just a moment ago.
Who are you?
Now that is an interesting question. But for now, you must hurry. Athens needs you.
But how did you know I would?
Athena isn't the only god keeping watch on you, Spartan. Complete your task, Kratos, and the gods will forgive your sins.
I wonder if I can open up that one door now. but I can't remember if it was up there or lower. This bridge seems to have been destroyed, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, now I'll fully heal up as well. And save it again. No. Yeah, maybe I should have saved that time. Oh well. Actually, I'm taking these guys out pretty quick. It may not matter. They're dropping off too. Alright, never mind. I'm good. I guess my regular attacks are a lot stronger than they were when I first fought these guys. That might be the most effective attack. That's it? Alright. Oh, that's right, I'm in this temple here. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not in the city. Ah. Remember, it's not Medusa that kills you. It's other enemies around when you're in a statue that kills you. Like that. Or when you are in the air and you hit the ground as a statue. That also does it. So maybe don't jump when you're facing a Medusa. That's dumb when that happens. I don't know if that was actually a good idea or not, but that's what I did. What? Nice being able to one-shot those guys, isn't it? Ah, caramba. Yeah, I'll get health. Quickly take a look to see if there's anything over here I might have missed. Nope, nothing. Alright. We're close to a full rage meter again. Oh, one charge shot took out a lot of those guys, didn't it? Alright, unfortunately now I'm almost out of mana. There's a save point. But can I find some mana here? Guess it doesn't really matter. I still need to save. So what do you think this fight against Ares is going to be like, concerning he's, like, taller than a skyscraper? Am I going to grow, or is he going to shrink? Probably neither. I'm probably going to have to fight him while he's a giant. That seems to be the thing that God of War likes to do. Maybe. I don't know. Alright.
Kratos. Return, but too late. Ares has taken Athens. There is no more hope. No hope.
Yeah, those gave me 1,000 each. Let's see here. What do I think? I'd rather upgrade this one because it doesn't require mana. So let's do this. Doesn't give you any new attacks, just makes it more powerful.
Ares is...
It's calling this the final battle. And yeah, it's not giving me any mana here. Ah, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna save it one more time. So I never got to find what those muse keys were for. Something I'll probably have to look up at some point.
Kratos had traversed the desert of lost souls, bested the deadly traps of Pandora's temple, and escaped Hades itself. There was but one task left.
Zeus! Do you see now what your son can do? You cast your favor on Athena, but her city lies in ruins before me. And now, even Pandora's box is mine. Would you have me use it against Olympus itself?
Kratos,
Hey.
returned even from the underworld.
Is this the best you can do, Father? You send a broken mortal to defeat me, the god of war?
After thousands of years, Pandora's box was finally opened. The power of the gods unleashed.
No, I was wrong.
You are still just a mortal. Every bit as weak as the day you begged me to save your life.
I am not the same man you found that day. The monster you've created has returned to kill you.
You have no idea what a true monster is, Kratos.
This is going to turn into a Mortal Kombat style fighting game.
Your final lesson is at hand.
Alright, so what, am I have to rip those things off again?
Family, Spartan.
Looks like I don't get rage. Or do I? No, it's still building up.
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades, Kratos.
Is that the best you can do? You are no warrior.
That did a lot of damage.
Relent! You have already lost, Spartan!
How about try this thing?
Why do you resist me, Spartan? You are no warrior. Advance and embrace your death, mortal! You cannot defeat me!
I just need to tap it.
You test my patience, Spartan!
least this guy gets health pretty generously.
Why do you resist me, Spartan? Do you feel the rage that drives your blades, Kratos?
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong there.
And embrace your death, mortal. You are no warrior.
Ah.
You test my patience, Spartan! Why do you resist me, Spartan? Do you feel the
I gotta watch the
rage
visual
of
cues
blades,
there.
Kratos?
Not just the X thing, but yeah.
Advance and embrace your death, mortal!
I wasn't ready for the next one.
You are no warrior. Why do you resist me, Spartan?
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades, Kratos.
Got a whole bunch of red orbs from that.
I have taught you many ways to kill a mortal, Kratos. Flesh that burns, bones that break. But to break a man's spirit is to truly destroy him.
This is cutscene, by the way, not gameplay, in case you were wondering.
This place, Spartan, the location of your greatest failure. Perhaps there is a chance you can undo the deeds of the past.
The nightmares that had haunted Kratos for the past 10 years had now taken form and substance. His past stood before him.
Kratos! What's happening? Where are we?
By the gods, can this be real?
Do I have to fight an army of clones of myself?
Ares, there is nothing you can put in my way to stop me. I will save my family.
I'm low on health myself, so that's not good. Okay, that's annoying. I should be doing this. At least I'm not causing them damage by doing this. Really? You're not going to give me any health here, game?
I couldn't stop them. They were too strong.
Yep, that's not cool. What? Okay, these guys need to stop this. This seems to be the most effective thing I can do in this situation here. It's the most cost effective. Okay, these guys need to stop this. This guy's wife and kids have an unusually large health bar. I'd deal with this jerk if I can. That's not what I meant to do, game. Yeah, but it's just gonna do that every time. Maybe I should have been using the rage mode. Okay, what? Yeah, this is going to be a pain, isn't it? Couldn't even see it. Dag, man, that stupid game. Okay, stop this. This is annoying. They can attack the family when they have me in a grapple like that. Yeah, have one of those guys. That seems like expensive attack. And they don't stay dead. That guy doesn't stay dead. Okay, I was doing that in the fight. You know what? Screw this. Yeah, your rage mode built up pretty fast here, so yeah, I should be using it more often.
I couldn't stop them.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I should be doing here. What? I wonder if there's anything I can get that would actually help me. You think this would help me at all? Can max this out. Guess why not? Give it a try. They really got to make this as slow as possible, don't they? Alright, well, I only have one thing left to put mana into, which is this thing. Seems like it's doing a lot of damage to these guys. The area of effect is not as good. Okay, it's completely random whether or not you can actually ward that off. Seem to be doing better, maybe. Yeah, keeping these spirits coming out seems to be helping a lot. Yeah, every time I get enough mana to use that ability, I'll use it.
Kratos had done the impossible. He had saved his family.
Look at that, I did it. Yeah, I'm glad I upgraded those Army of Hades attack.
Do you see, God of War? You took them once, but you'll never have them again.
You cannot save them, Kratos. You gave them up in your quest for ultimate power. There is a price to pay for everything you gain.
Not that price. I didn't want them to die.
No price is too high for what I offered.
And you rejected me. A god! Now, you will have no power, no magic. All that is left for you is death!
Oh, not
Not again.
You should have joined me.
So that whole
Kratos.
sequence was pointless then.
You should have been stronger.
By the gods.
The battle was not over. The gods, it seemed, had a final gift for Kratos.
For some reason I thought that was a bridge. Maybe it is. Oh yeah, that's
still
the
have
bridge
allies
to
in
the
Olympus
Oracle's
areas.
temple.
Now, you will see how strong I am.
Ah, I guess I don't have any of my abilities anymore. Oops. Yeah.
You cannot defeat me, Spartan.
So is the left side of the thing my health bar? Looks like it. So every time my health goes down, his goes up, and vice versa. Great.
Now, you will be truly tested. You should have joined me, Kratos.
Got some hits in him. So if I can get occasional hits on him and then avoid all of his attacks, that's probably the way to win this, right?
Goodbye, Spartan.
Not hitting them there.
You test my patience, Spartan.
Really, game? I don't like this sword. X. Alright. Because that's all the moves I have. That's pretty effective. I should be doing that. As soon as he gets in one hit, he gets in several.
Defeat me, Spartan.
Like, seriously. His attacks are way too long range.
I will show you what real power is.
I need to figure out when I can hit this guy and when I shouldn't. Just like that, I'm dead. I was blocking, but my blocks do nothing. There we go. That still hit me, even though I was outside of it. Okay, so the situation is I'm doing much worse than... No, I'm not doing that. I'm doing much worse now than I was earlier. I'm not sure why.
All your strength comes from me. Now you will be truly tested.
I can't escape from that range of that attack. So how am I supposed to beat this guy?
Goodbye, Spartan.
He can just keep spamming that attack?
You test my patience, Spartan!
What is it I'm doing differently now that's causing me to lose so much more quickly? I don't understand it. It's like he's doing more damage each attempt.
You cannot defeat me, Spartan!
And how am I supposed to dodge that attack? It won't let me dodge, roll out of the way when I'm getting hit.
Beg for your life, mortal! Spartan! All your strength comes from me. Be truly tested.
The range on this is pathetic. Yeah, what am I doing wrong here? As far as I can tell, I'm not doing anything wrong. The game just is being insanely difficult for no reason. Yeah, obviously it's the last boss fight. Still.
You cannot defeat me, Spartan!
When you get hit once, you're guaranteed to get hit several more times. And the range of his attacks are way longer than mine. And they obviously do a lot more damage. So it's like, yeah, I'm screwed. Poke him a couple times, get all the way out of the way, and then dodge every one of his attacks perfectly. Also hope that he's not in a blocking move when I get a couple pokes in. What the heck was that? I was outside of that, it still hit me. Because I guess it has an area of effect around it. Come on, jerk. That was a mistake.
Now, you will be truly tested.
See that? It's like, that's how quickly it can turn on you. I've had more health in them, and now I have less. Now I'm almost dead. I thought I was hitting circle fast enough. Apparently I wasn't. So I basically have to wait until he either teleports, a couple of hits on him, and then, or does that and be next to him when he does it. That's when I can actually get some damage. Otherwise, I need to stay away from him. And that's my theory. Even slightly flawed execution means I'm still gonna get hit. Just like that. Any advantage I built up is gone. Look at that. Come on, jerk.
All your strength comes from me. Now you will be truly tested.
Got greedy there. Kind of. Come on.
You should have joined me, Kratos.
Nope, that's not how you do it. All that progress lost.
Goodbye, Spartan. You test my patience, Spartan. You cannot defeat me, Spartan.
Dagnammit. I couldn't escape from that, could I? Yeah, it's... just like that. This fight basically requires flawless execution of a really dumb strategy. It's like... maybe I should be hitting him in the back when he does that rage stance there. Maintain as much distance from him as possible.
Spartan! All your strength comes from me.
I could figure out how to do that one tapping mini game again. That would probably help out a lot. I think I need to execute like a perfect block or something. It's like the camera is working against me in situations like that. if I actually hit him there, but whatever.
Goodbye, Spartan.
Ah, that was dumb. Controller with an auto fire button would be really cool in this situation.
I will show you what real power is.
Yeah. That's how quickly things can go bad. I don't think the dodging around was all that effective. Wait, what the heck was that camera thing? Maybe just keep hitting him, I guess. Seems like it's glitching out the game a little bit. But I don't think it's doing so in a way that helps me. So what do you think is the trick to beating this guy?
Spartan! All your strength comes from me.
I can't seem to block his attacks. That's one problem.
Now you will be truly tested.
the R1 triangle combo seems to be producing the most damage. In the shortest amount of time, anyway. Which is probably what I should be looking for. I don't like this camera angle at all, but I have no control over it, not really.
Goodbye, Spartan.
Yeah, I don't know. I may just have to lower the difficulty, because I can't beat this guy. I don't want to spend all day trying this either.
You cannot defeat me, Spartan!
It'd be different if I knew how to trigger the button mashing minigame consistently, but I don't. I don't know what causes that. It seems like it's a perfect block, but I'm not sure. A perfect parry. That seems effective. It seemed for a moment like I was catching him in a loop of doing his rage out thing, and I kept hitting him with him, and I was actually gaining the edge. That insult to injury, the game likes to switch the camera angle randomly on me like that, which makes it very difficult for me to dodge his attacks.
All your strength comes from me! Now, you will be truly tested.
keeps doing that same move, and that's annoying. I can't get a hit in on him now. And look, just like that, I lose. Give it a little bit longer, because there are times where it feels like I'm getting it.
You should have joined me, Kratos. Goodbye, Spartan. My patience, Spartan!
Be nice if I could interrupt his attacks sometimes. This is just on normal difficulty, too.
You cannot defeat me, Spartan!
Okay, why does the camera do that?
I will show you what real...
Tricking me into thinking that I can do the button mashing thing on him, but it's not. See that? It's doing it again. What does that mean? Now I'm getting worse at it again.
Beg for your life, mortal!
Nope. I failed that one. Nope. I was blocking, and yet it still hit me. I can block that. Just like that, the advantage I built up is gone. But I can block his undodgeable attack at least. Nope. Here's where I want to be, I think. Alright, he's doing it again.
All your strength comes from me now. You will be truly tested. Join me, Kratos!
Come on. Okay, come on, you stupid game. Just like that. All that work for nothing. Yeah, I was executing it perfectly until it all went to crap. One wrong move. That is not a sustainable strategy. That cannot be the way you're supposed to beat this guy. It just can't. It is not possible to keep that up indefinitely, not in this size and shape of room. Eventually you're going to screw up because the controls are not perfect when it comes to rolls. Even though they should be. And look at this. The camera angle arbitrarily shows that.
Goodbye, Spartan. Test my patience, Spartan! You cannot defeat me, Spartan!
Started out by tapping the wrong button here. You can block any one of your attacks, but you can only block some of his. Fine. I'll do it, stupid game. I don't want to be here forever. It's not like this has achievements in it anyway.
Now you will be truly tested. You should have joined me, Kratos.
Watch me beat him the first try on easy mode. I gave it my best on normal. I couldn't do it.
Remember, Kratos, it was I who saved you in your time of greatest
difficulty
need.
that's like somewhere between easy and normal would be better for that.
Saved me.
That night, I was trying to make you a great warrior.
You succeeded.
Kratos had done the impossible. A mortal defeating a god. Ares was no more. The city had been saved and would thrive again. The same could not be said for Kratos, for as he sought to rebuild his soul with the help of the gods, the truth was revealed to him.
Athena, rid me of the memories that haunt me still.
You have done well, Kratos. Though we mourn the death of our brother, the gods are indebted to you. We promised your sins would be forgiven, and so they are. But we never promised to take away your nightmares. No man, no god could ever forget the terrible deeds you have done.
In the end, knowing the visions of his past would never leave him, Kratos made his way to the bluffs overlooking the Aegean Sea.
The gods of Olympus have abandoned me. No,
full circle here.
And Kratos cast himself from the highest mountain in all of Greece. After 10 years of suffering, 10 years of endless nightmares, it would finally come to an end. Death would be his escape from madness. The fate of Kratos was not as it seemed. The gods had other plans. Borne aloft like a feather, Kratos found himself risen from the sea and placed on solid earth.
You will not die this day, Kratos. The gods cannot allow one who has performed such service to perish by his own hand. Ares' tactics were brutal. His path of destruction had to be stopped. But now there is an empty throne in Olympus, and a new god of war is needed. Take these stairs, Kratos. They lead to your ultimate reward.
Ooh, golden swords here. Uh-oh. Why do I get the feeling that this is not quite the end of the game?
Your battles are at an end, Kratos.
This looks like kind of a city from Gears of War, doesn't it? Okay, why else would they have a save point here? Hold on a sec. I could have sworn I saw something outside. Maybe I was mistaken. Yeah, I was mistaken. Alright. Never mind. Hi, Garumba. It's awfully small for that chair, doesn't he?
And from that point forward, throughout the rest of time, whenever men rode forth to battle for good cause or for evil, they did so under the watchful eye of the man who had defeated a god. They were driven forward by Kratos, the mortal who had become the new god of war.
How about no? And I would really like to know what the actual strategy for beating that last boss on normal mode was, because I couldn't figure it out. Presumably it has something to do with that mini game, possibly with some sort of perfect block. I don't know. It seemed to trigger randomly, as far as I could tell. That's simply because I don't understand it. Hey look, it's the Stig. I know the Top Gear race car driver was credited in this game. Yeah, that was God of War on PS2. There are definitely some things that it would have been better off without having. Let me see if I can name them off the top of my head. Those balance beam sections seem completely out of character for Kratos and also unnecessary for the game. They were never fun. That one underwater trap thing. Underwater, basically those two really annoying those two really annoying environmental puzzles that constantly resulted in my deaths. One was that underwater thing where you had to swim fast enough to get past the plates that push you into the wall spikes. The other was that moving the crate across the floor full of spikes so you can use it to get up to that one platform before the spikes killed you. And then the third being those two spike-filled rotating towers that if you got hit by one of those spikes, it would knock you all the way back to the beginning. So, yeah, the really dumb puzzles that were annoying. So that's the second thing. And what's the other one? Having no camera control. Those situations where you had to jump across moving platforms with the camera facing towards you and you going in the direction of the camera. Those were bad. Other than that, it was actually a pretty decent game. That final boss fight could have been more clear about how I was supposed to beat it, but whatever. Final bosses are supposed to be difficult, right? Probably not that difficult, but I guess the fourth thing I would add would be bizarre difficulty spikes, including the final boss. So the rail balancing, the murderous environmental puzzles, the lack of camera control, and the difficulty spikes. Oh, but look at that. Short credit scene. Treasures. Secret Message 1 and Secret Message 2. So yeah, I guess I never got to see the thing that the Muse keys would have unlocked. It didn't seem like it was in what do you call it, Athens. It must have been on Pandora's Rock. Or Pandora's Temple, excuse me. Deleted levels. I wonder what this is.
This is our sort of batch of things that you didn't get to see. That
video.
Some of them I'm glad you didn't, and some of them I wish you would have, time permitting, but it wasn't. So here we go. Okay, now this is actually this. Now this wasn't a deleted level. This was the prototype that the team put together. I don't even know what the date on this is, but you know, 3 years ago, and. It was really just to give the basic mechanics, not even tuned or anything. But you know, you could run, you could swim, you could swing, and
Warcraft 2: The Dark Saga.
If you look at this level a little bit, you'll see we certainly didn't reuse any of the main art, but you'll see kind of like that shot there is sort of the precursor to some of the shots we have in the game. The rope swinging mechanic, and a lot of this, so you'll recognize if you've played the game and remembered the game. You'll recognize some of the level when you pull into Athens at first. This bottom section is based on that, and the whole cliffs that you climb here. We actually just sort of ripped these out directly from the demo, and built the Cliffs level, the Cliffs of Madness, or the Cliffs of Insanity. I forget what we ended up calling it. God, it's amazing to see this little guy running around. He looks so not like Kratos. That guy there was the original Cyclops who's dying, who just never really looked like a Cyclops.
Actually, you know what? This is kind of looking like a Ghost and Goblins game.
The room, the only room that we built that was like the final room, and everything else was kind of rough. And I remember seeing this and going, everybody saw this and said, man, this looks awesome. And then we were like, yeah, but how in the hell are we going to get, you know, all the levels in the game looking as good as that? And I don't know if we ended up getting them all looking as good as that, but I think we came a lot closer than I thought we would.
You know what?
This level's pretty cool. This was our test level for the Icarus wings. So when Icarus and Daedalus, the Icarus story where he flew too close to the sun with the wings that he had made, and the wax melted and he fell to his death. That was sort of the inspiration for the mechanic. And I still love this. I absolutely wish this had made it into the game.
Look, it's got camera control.
We just, you know, it really came down to time and going, you know what, let's focus, let's get our fighting really good, and let's get our platforming better, and let's get our puzzles working, and maybe we can come back to this. And as is often the case, you just never have the chance to. So I'd love to see something like this, you know, in future God of War titles, because I think it's a great, it's just fun. I mean, it's fun to fly around. And what was cool about this is it wasn't just a flying level. It was, you know, you could land and you could walk around, and it was a seamless experience versus, you know, now it's time for the flying level. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I look at this now and I'm like, damn, we should have gotten that in. It would have been awesome. These were the original Harpies. They were a lot bigger. They still read better. They look awesome, but
that last character looked an awful lot like the main character from Dragon's Lair.
Like little annoyance enemy. These guys played like the skeletons, basically, flying versions of the skeletons, and there just wasn't much of a difference in gameplay, so we ended up kind of shrinking them down and making them bats. And this was what we call the Mounting the Titan level, which is Kronos, the giant titan in the desert. And sadly, right now, the only way you get on the Titan is through a movie. And originally, this was how it was going to be. You see this big thing, it's like a big watermelon in the background. That's actually Kronos. And Tobin, the designer, he's got him kind of moving towards the player. And those things that are falling are like mountains that are crumbling and stuff. So it's kind of like Kronos is rushing towards the player, crawling, and you're trying to run ahead of him in these platforming sections, so that you can ultimately jump onto the structure that's on his back, and that'll lead you up to the temple. And I still love that idea. I really, really wish we could have done it. And it was just, we showed this to the tech guys, and we showed it to the artists, and they were just like, dude, that's going to take forever.
Control.
This was the original boss. There was a boss that originally, look at that, that's awesome, that originally guarded Pandora's box. And again, we just didn't have time. And I know it's lame that that's the one thing I regret about the Pandora design, is that there are no bosses that guard the box. You have the Minotaur boss down below, and then we've got this conveyor belt section, and that's kind of it. And we just ran out of time.
It definitely seemed like this game was lacking in the boss department.
You know, you had this moving platform up above.
They changed in God of War 2.
Kind of harpy vulture in the center that was guarding the box. And she had these eggs scattered all around the level. And in order to sort of entice her to fly around, you'd have to go find her eggs and break the eggs, and you'd kind of take the little baby birds inside, and you'd kind of carry them around and use them as bait. And again, not only was it kind of a cool mechanic because you were slower as you carried these things around, but also I think it really helped with the character of Kratos. I mean, here he is, you know, cracking open eggs and ripping out little infant birds and using them for his own desires, and really pissing off this mama bird. I thought was pretty cool. So here's just another quick idea. These are just almost like little sketches for levels, you know, where you have a big open environment, and then you've got the walls come down and it becomes a maze, and you either do something and the walls come back up, or it's on a timer. I mean, we did tons of these things, you know, where I'd have an idea or a designer would have an idea, and it was like, you know, try something like this.
It looks pretty close to the final game.
So this level is actually a level that we went so far as that we showed the press, we got it in magazines, and this was really a hard cut for us to make, and especially for me to make. I love the mechanic of it, and I love the platforming and the concept. And the concept was that you're riding this elevator, and you know, if you get knocked off, obviously you'll die. And if you get off the elevator, the idea was it was going to originally be being chased by this massive sandstorm. And the elevator was really the only thing. It was sort of a magical elevator that protected you from the sand. And if you got off the elevator would bypass you, and the sandstorm would engulf you and kill you. And the two things we didn't have time to do is we didn't have time to tune it, and we didn't have time to build the sandstorm. But what I loved was this whole idea of, getting off the elevator and having to catch back up with it. So, you'd have these little forks in the road, and either you'd be forced, like coming up, you'd be forced to get off the elevator, or you could choose different paths. And if you took one path, it was more combat heavy, one path was more platform heavy. And as you can see, we had this pretty much finished from a standpoint of the art and the setup, but we were missing the big sandstorm, and we were missing the tuning time to really make this fun, and so it ended up getting cut. This I love. This was great. This is great. I love this for the elevator. Now it gets smaller. I guess we talked about putting this in the actual. Oh, see, they suck. Whoever played this couldn't keep up with the elevator, but that was the whole idea, trying to keep up with the elevator. So it's tough. It's really tough when you have to cut ideas that you're really passionate about out of the game, but you do so you can make the other ideas that you do have in the game shine even brighter. So it's sort of a constant process, or it's a constant aspect of the process that's just a really tough thing that you go through, but I think it's worth it because it makes the overall product better.
Wow, I didn't realize this game was as rushed and unfinished as with that video. So like they turned around and made God of War 2 pretty quickly. Did they just take those concepts that were supposed to be in God of War 1 that were cut and then put them into the second one? It was a PS2 game, so you most certainly use the same engine. I don't know. Eventually I'll get around to playing that, but first I have to pick myself up a copy of it at some point. So, I think that's going to call it a stream. I'm going to call it a stream here, folks. I'm going to call it a game. But before I go, I'm going to take a moment to thank you for watching. I appreciate when people take time out of their day to watch my streams, whether it be live or even in archive form. As a quick reminder, I normally do a stream like this almost every day, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from Wednesday through Sunday. So like I said, thank you for watching. This has been God of War on the PS2, running on the RetroTink4k. I'll see you back here Wednesday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully the start of my next game, whatever it ends up being. And until then, take it easy.